Cool. So we pick up from last time, many moons ago. You have traversed the great dust wall into the Sea of Dust proper. You have been traveling. It took you 2 days to get over the dust wall, and you've been traveling for, I believe, 2 days since then. You made better time during the first day than you did on the second day. However, at night, while you were all resting and several of you were on watch, the camp was approached by an apparition, and the apparition had a message for you, as indicated by that link that I shared in the event for the night. And at the end of that, the apparition sort of points to the sort of northwest, and then fades away. And if you recall, you're traveling on what amounts for to be, say, a trace road kind of thing through the desert. To either side of the road are rocky outcroppings. You wouldn't call them mountains or anything like that, but they're kind of like hard, rocky hills and cliffs and the like. And each hex is about 5 miles.
Okie dokie. I think we had been given an amulet or something like that from a family that we had fed.
I've got a copper amulet on my character sheet of some sort.
Right, right. Yeah. Cool.
So when you were crossing the dust wall, coming in the other direction, you encountered a young man and a couple of elderly people who were his grandparents, and he told you that he was trying to take them to Bralazar, which is the little settlement that you came from, where the Vizier or Mage sent you on this quest. And he was taking them there because they were too old to deal with the hardships of living even at the edges of the Sea of Dust. And the elderly man was kind of sick, and I believe a couple of you helped them out and gave them food. And the young man gifted you with this little amulet that his grandfather gave him. And that's where that came from. Does the amulet have any significance? You don't know.
So that
it may
scholarly, no, the clerics or the scholars don't know anything about it.
No, nobody had any idea.
Okay.
You were told that it has been in their in their family for several generations, and because of your kindness, they wanted to gift you with something.
Okay.
So in the party sheet on the order tab, we kind of have you guys in a sort of a reverse cross for marching order, being led by Moss and Jeremiah, Druid and Ranger, and then Salmon, of course, up front, and then everybody else sort of pulling up the rear and protecting the mage a little bit. I think actually what we'll do. Oh, well, actually, Ian, would you prefer to be next to Banithor, or would you want to be behind Banithor?
I think she's fine there.
Okay. Sounds good. So, James, if you could give me a direction sense roll in the tower. Great, thank you. And so this Chris, welcome, Chris.
Thank you.
Hey there.
Chris, so Jeremiah has been doing a lot in terms of marking trails and that and the like. Perhaps, let's see here. Okay, let me just reacquaint myself here. Salman, probably if you can give me an alertness roll in the tower, please, and Jeremiah, tracking. Just because, you know, at night it's gets cold and the wind blows, and oh, there's the Sirenscape link in chat in case anybody wants it. Sure. So, I'm assuming you're going to continue on as the sun comes up in the morning after you've rested for the night. I'll give you all a long rest. Again, in the distance to the northwest, whatever that structure is that you've seen from literally miles away, gleams and reflects the sunlight as it starts to beat down again, and I'm assuming you're going to continue following the trail.
Absolutely.
Okay. So.
Oh, I didn't realize we were that far ahead.
So let's see here. You.
Is there a map that I'm missing?
Sorry, that came in a little garbled.
Thank you.
And you travel another 5 miles, and to the west of you, up against the side of one of these high stone cliffs, you actually see what looks like almost a courtyard. You can see sticking out of the sand old remnants of what looks to be like maybe adobe walls, but they've crumbled down to the point where maybe only 2 to 4 inches are sticking out of the sand. And in looking in that direction, you kind of see a couple pairs, a couple sets of stone stairs rising up into the rock face, and a couple of openings.
What do you boys think? Should we go check it out?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, if nothing else, there'll be some loot.
Okay. Let's see here.
Sure beats working.
All right. So, okay. Yeah, I'm going to put you guys on this map, and the wind kind of whips up a little bit of dust as it gets sort of caught in. This is almost like a say like the base of a horseshoe kind of shape. So the wind sort of comes in one side and swirls around and goes out the other side. So it's a little uncomfortable in here.
Well, it's kind of dusty. Which direction was were the stairs in? Did you say? Oh well.
So
Never
these
mind.
are stairs here. Yeah.
Yeah, dirt. It was all dark for a second. I'm not completely retarded tonight. 50-50.
So the stairs that you can see appear to have been long ago chiseled out of the very rock of the cliff face. You can see areas where there are a straight wall has been chiseled, mostly between the stairs, but the vast majority of it is kind of just irregular stone.
Is this the first underground expedition that this party has gone on together so far?
You guys have been underground before.
Okay.
Yeah.
That cave.
Oh, that's right. That was on the
with all the trolls. Yeah.
That's right. I was just wondering, do we have a standard procedure on what the stealthy guys did? Like, if any of them went ahead of the rest of the group or anything like that, or did Salmon hang back in the past? Okay.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to run in head first.
So, I mean,
Well,
if you
I'm
guys,
a fighter too.
so Graham and Guntag and Calidor will stay sort of outside to make sure that at least you got nothing coming behind you. You sort of looking up the steps after about 15 feet or so, the difference between the blazing sunlight and the shadow inside the stone, it kind of, you can't really see into there. You can see varying levels of sand sort of covering portions of the stone as well. Doesn't look like it. Although the exterior is kind of it sort of looks like 50-50 sort of rough stone and kind of smoothed by sand and wind. So if there was any there, it's long since been eroded away.
All right, well, I'll head up the stairs. If there were going to be any surprises, I'm sure they would have jumped out at me from by now.
Sure. So Moss, you can see with your sight, there's a sort of a covered landing up at the top of the next sort of small flight of stairs. And there's sand and debris sort of covering it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll turn around and just yell down just loud enough for everyone to hear it. Looks clear. Let's head in and cool off before we drink all our water. Not that should be an issue.
Sounds good.
Sure. So Moss, you kind of see roughly a 10-foot wide corridor. There's sand covering the floor, and bits and pieces. It looks like the western wall near the ceiling had a partial collapse sometime in the past, because there's a lot of rubble sort of at the base of the wall. You can see an opening to the west, which seems to lead into a larger area, and then to your right, there is an old weathered-looking door.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, before I start opening doors and getting manhandled by mummies, wait for more people to come closer.
Sure. And Gummo, you kind of see the same thing. Gummo, you can see to your left, there is a door. And then, of course, there's another opening to the west, which seems to lead into an open area.
Oh, we got some potential goodies in here.
And I think you guys are going to need a light source, although I guess ban. Right. Okay.
Think we should open some doors first, or wander?
Gummo, you can see, you're looking at the door over your right shoulder in that larger area. You see what strikes you as maybe like a small single candle burning in the darkness there, about 15 feet off the floor, and you see the shadowed outline of a humanoid figure that appears to be about 20 feet tall, motionless.
Wake it up. That's a paddling.
Yeah, and Gummo, you and Moss as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have a look and see what's in here.
Is that a door directly to the north, John?
It is.
I'm gonna listen at it.
Okay, yeah, give me a roll on the tower, please.
Sure.
That is a big ass statue.
Hey, John, since I wasn't controlling this character back then, I just want to know if it's okay, but I probably would have created a continual light coin and then have some sort of bag or pouch that I could put it in that would block that light, if that's okay.
Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. Go.
I'm in the dark now.
Solomon, everything is quiet. All you can really hear is a little bit of wind whistling through some small cracks somewhere in the stone.
Is this a stone door, or does it have a lock, or is it a wooden door?
It is a real old, weather-beaten wooden door with rusting hinges. And it looks like all you really got to do is give it a little kick and it would probably fall apart.
Okay, I'm in the dark now, so I'm not going to do that.
Hey, John, one other quick question. On the character sheet, I see a potion of extra healing, but the number has been removed. Does that mean that it's been used?
Let me take a look. It's possible, yes. Healing, let's see here.
It also could have been drinking Thurbs as well.
Yes. So, yeah, you would still have that.
Thank you. It would impact, my ability, my healing abilities and everything. So,
Absolutely. So,
hey, John, do you allow magic blades to glow in your campaign?
I do.
All right, scimitar.
All right, and that's Solomon, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Vision. Let's see here. What's this? Ah, there we go. There you go, Solomon.
Feel better now.
All right. So when you come into this large chamber, um, just to between the two entrances are four four small. They're not really pillars, but they're kind of like blocks that statues would sort of be displayed on them. Three of them have stone statues on them. The fourth is empty. The statues appear to be similar in nature to what you see in this large chamber at the western side, which is a roughly 20-foot tall statue of a robed and hooded human or humanoid. In its left hand, the left hand is held out, palm up, and there is a pile of small stone spheres sitting in the hand. From the top sphere, a small flickering light emanates. In the right hand, the statue carries a massive. In front of the statue, you see three old wooden pews, almost as if this was like a temple or a church of some kind. The floor is sort of littered with sand and dust and dirt and piles of rubble, which may have fallen from the ceiling sometime in the past.
Does it appear as if the local animals have been living in here at all?
It does not.
Okay.
10 feet into the room are two broad steps that run the length of the chamber, north to south, that you have to step down, and they're partially obscured by the sand that has blown in over time.
John,
Okay.
two things I'd like to do. I'd like to use my stonemasonry skill to examine the statues, and then I'd also like to use my religious skill to see if I can discern anything regarding the whole area here.
Okay, sure. Okay, so Gamo, the statuary you think is old, even for a dwarf, even for an elf. It's old, made long ago. You see hints of techniques that have not been in common use over the last couple hundred years. They all appear to be a variation of the big statue at the far side of the room. Sometimes the spear is kind of held over his head, sort of crossways. Another one doesn't have a spear, but the figure is holding five little spheres in both hands and kind of staring. And the third one appears to be more or less a miniature copy of the big statue.
Okay, so last question regarding the stonemasonry. The fourth spot, does it look like that statue has deteriorated or that there was never a statue present?
You don't see any signs that a statue has crumbled or anything like that.
then I will examine that a little more closely for like pressure plates or anything on the top of it.
Sure. Okay. Absolutely.
Well, there's 4 statues and there's 5 spheres. Maybe we take the spheres and pop them into their hands, assuming that there's something there. But if not, I don't know.
So, Moss and Island A, you both have a little bit better sight, even sort of into the big, uh, uh, sort of semi-darkness outside of the magic light spells. You both see um, to the north and the south of the chamber, sort of right here and right down here. You see narrow stone staircases that hug the wall and go up. You can
Oh,
also see that both staircases uh, have crumbled shortly after the first bend. And in fact, you can see significant rubble on the floor of the chamber in both of these areas, to the north and the south. So,
oh, okay.
like here and here.
Well, going up might be out of the
So it looks like they're probably not passable, I'm guessing.
You wouldn't think so. I mean, if you went up onto one of them, you could look and sort of maybe you'd you'd change your mind, but it definitely the staircase has completely collapsed at both sides.
We also have this door here to the north if you want to check that out.
That might be an idea before we get into too many shenanigans. Anyone want to crack open that north or south door?
Is there a door to the south as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I can barely see it. Yeah, okay.
Sorry, my elvish eyes reveal a lot, but not what's behind them. So perhaps nothing. Perhaps treasure.
Well, John, I'll kick on this north door with my boot. Push it inward.
Does the door just disintegrate?
I think we lost John.
Sorry about that. So yes, the door basically disintegrates underneath your boot, and you see a irregularly shaped, roughly 5 foot by 5 foot alcove carved out of the surrounding stone. So, Salman, you being kind of someone who's somewhat familiar with the way people live in this environment, you kind of know that if this was a temple or a gathering place or something like that, then this might have been like a small room where, say, one of the temple guards would have been on duty, waiting for people to approach.
Mhm.
But there isn't anything in the room. It's just kind of empty, with the exception of the remnants of the door.
Given the architecture, I bet the south room is very similar.
Well, I'll step aside in case one of you guys want to go in there and check it out.
Okay, Island Eye, Moss, or Gummo, if any of you have something like observation, you can give me a roll in the tower. Otherwise, you could give me a wisdom check in the tower, please. And I'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Wisdom it is.
What in the world? You guys know how to put the map back up? Because I clicked off of it and now I'm looking at the outdoor map. Mhm. Okay. Somebody else did it for me. All right.
Oh, okay.
It must have been John.
Yeah. Okay. So, um,
Hold
Moss.
on a minute. I'm trying to find my tower. I've got observation. I can't find the tower.
Bottom
Oh.
right.
Uh,
Bottom right of,
It might fade into a lot.
yeah.
or it might be covered up by something. Mine is.
9 times out of 10. That's the way my luck works.
Well, I got a very small computer screen, so it's cluttered.
It was covered up by the player.
By everything. Everything else.
Does Fantasy Grounds allow for like multiple monitors? You can drag stuff
Yes.
on. Oh,
Well,
it does.
You can start Fantasy Grounds in windowed mode and then drag it across
Okay.
monitors, but it doesn't natively support like uh, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That works
yes,
for me.
yeah. So Ian, are you going to give me an
I
observation?
lost it again. I don't know what's going on tonight.
Okay, I'll just make the roll for you. You figure it out. Island Eye and Moss, and I suppose Gummo as well. You looking up at this big statue, you actually notice a couple of things. There are openings to either side of the statue that go deeper into the side of the stone hill or the stone cliff on the ground level, and you also see a couple of openings about 25 feet up the wall, kind of generally right above these openings at ground level.
Oh, okay.
So you think that maybe at one time this pair of collapsed stairs might have hugged the wall of the chamber all the way up to these entrances 25 feet up.
Oh,
I'm going to
okay.
use my religion to see if I can determine anything at all on this, John.
Sure.
I'm gonna restart Fantasy Grounds.
This is beyond any of us. You said it's
Okay.
older than Elvish, right?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
You said it's older than Elvish by the looks of it.
Well, it looks pretty old, yeah. Old for an elf, old for a dwarf.
Can I head in further?
Oh, hang
Oh,
on.
I think I stepped in it, boys.
Dear.
I wanted to look and see if there's a way up there, other than a grappling hook and some rope.
What is the guys back out in the desert doing right now?
They're just kind of waiting in the shade. Let's see.
Someone should go out there and.
I'm thinking we'll put those spheres on the pedicles and they get teleported to another site like we did before.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
Then leave half the group behind.
Okay.
Look,
Moss, you step forward and you can see that this opening past the statue, it's about 10 feet wide, and it seems to also continue into some kind of a chamber. But from the shadows behind the statue comes steps out a skeletal figure dressed in a ragged cowl and shredded robes, just from the passage of time, I guess you could say. And we will say here,
Well, he hasn't attacked me so far, so that's something.
oh, I'm just kind of showing you that Gummo, you step forward and you see another one of these things. And another one comes forward into the light.
Well,
By a second one.
well, they haven't attacked us so far, so who knows? Maybe they were cursed and this is a temple. Maybe they were forced to remain here.
So everyone who's in the room can give me a surprise roll in the tower, please.
Well, I think I know where this is going.
John, I'm sorry. I have no idea where the tower went.
Throw it out in the open.
Okay. None of you are surprised. These things appear to be humanoid skeletons, roughly of normal size. They're all wearing hooded robes that are essentially just kind of tattered rags sort of hanging off of them. And as they step forward, they raise their hands out. So Gummo, the three of them are looking at you. Moss, these two are sort of also looking at you.
Right, well, as opposed to combat, I'll raise my hand in a similar fashion that they raised theirs.
So they're stopping there and not approaching in a hostile fashion, in other words.
Oh no, they're still coming forward. So you guys, I guess everyone can sort of give me an initiative roll in the tower, please, with whatever it is you're going to do. Those of you who are new to the rule set or Fantasy Grounds, the initiative is on your actions tab. It's the orange box that corresponds to your weapon.
Oh well, so much for being friendly with the dead.
And John, did you see my comment that I yelled?
Yes, absolutely. That's Jeremiah and Salman definitely hear that.
I'm sorry, John. I have no idea what happened to the tower.
Well, just give me a roll then. It's there somewhere. It's underneath something.
I wish I knew where. I've closed everything.
They should have a hotkey that immediately brings it to the top. I think I'm going to suggest that.
One thing I did learn for those that don't like where it is, and I'm one of them, you can right-click it and move it if it makes it more convenient for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I usually have
that would
it
make
right above the
yeah.
D4 and the D100. Okay. Solomon, we just need an initiative roll from you for whatever it is.
Am I there? Because I don't see anything on the map.
Well, you're kind of you're sort of by the southern door there out in the entrance. So you heard Gummo
Okay,
yell.
I got my sword out, so I will speedily move in that direction.
Sure.
And you'd want me to make an initiative roll?
Yeah, use the initiative number for the scimitar.
Yeah. Okay.
Sirenscape working for everybody, or is it?
It doesn't work for me. It tries to open it in a different browser that I don't have active. So,
Well, I get it.
or my
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Yes. So we will start with Vanathor. All right. Oh, and you've got to make your little spellcasting roll.
Turn into a pumpkin this time. Didn't he turn into like a half orc the last time?
Yes.
oh.
Aha. Okay.
I just posted a screenshot on the Discord Sea of Dust that shows where my dice tower is. It might be different for yours.
Thanks for posting that. Oh, hang on, I go get the door. I'll be right back.
Yeah. It's okay. All right. Actually, yeah, you can move. Certain. Up to half. I don't mind that sort of thing. Oh man. Okay. Let's see here. For some reason, I don't have my sound modules open, so apologies. That's why your spell casting isn't.
I did read that you can run Sirenscape through our Discord audio. You have to have it show up as a separate member of the chat or something. I didn't read that far.
And I wonder why. Just give me a
These
minute
guys
here.
can't cast anything. I figured they would have been like temple priests that were cursed during the cataclysm or the huge thing that happened to the desert so long ago.
I just saw the Discord chat. Imhotep. Oh, fun. I need an extra eye. I can't see that many screens at the same time.
I'm just trying to find my sound links. I don't know why they're. I guess I didn't open them before.
You just have to make them yourself.
Yes, that's true. That's one way of doing it.
Where do you maximize? Oh, I see. The controls are off screen on mine. I have to drag it down to see them. Okay.
Well, I don't know what to. I don't know what to think. I don't seem to have those modules for some reason. It's like they got deleted from me for some reason. Apologies, everyone. What are they called?
Make your own
Siren.
thing.
I have the ones from the sort of the whatever it's called, the ones from Rob Toohey, but I don't have the other ones. It's strange. Right. Let's see.
If you need sound effects, I can be the undead guys. I mean, click, click. I don't know, clicky sound.
Hang on, everybody. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Oh, and then Jason and the Argonauts, they made kind of a shrieking sound.
Rattling chains.
I like the clicking sound. That sounded good, though. One of them's got a rat in its rib cage twittering around.
For as old as Jason and the Argonauts is, it was pretty good for its time.
I just watched it a couple days ago. It was free with ads on YouTube.
Oh yeah, they were talking about updating the effects to like 60 FPS. Or someone was tinkering with it on YouTube.
Sounds like George Lucas.
No. I don't think so.
I mean,
Was it?
I mean, if your movie gets Oscars for its effects and you think it needs to be made better, that's kind of messed up.
Well, he's kind of messed up.
Yeah. Well.
And now Kathleen Kennedy kind of ruined everything.
Yeah, she did.
South Park really called her out. That was great.
I saw some videos of that. I didn't get to see the whole episode, but it was funny. I think she's actually trying to sue them over it, which is hilarious.
Oh my God.
And then Elon Musk just told Bob Iger and Disney to go fuck yourself.
That's gold.
I'm not going to use the whisper command, but if you do whisper to another party member, does the Dungeon Master automatically see it on their chat too? Well, I will. I don't keep that many secrets from other players.
Island Day. So yeah, no, I can't find those modules anywhere, which kind of upsets me because I paid for them. So
yeah,
I'm gonna have to follow up. Island Eye, you see, well, you can see 5 of these rag garbed skeletons.
Okay.
Eric!
I found my dice tower finally.
There you go.
But I just realized if you turn these skeletons, they'll run right into me.
Sorry, guys. Fantasy Grounds crashed for me. I'm gonna have to reopen it.
That's not so good.
Can you delay for your second arrow, Ian, please? Awesome. Oh, James. Okay, so we're going to do this. Jeremiah, you hear a chamber inside there. Chris?
Yep. That's off to my right, correct?
It's behind you.
Okay. I guess I'm going to turn and kind of shoot an arrow, I guess, just to test the water.
Right.
Actually, hold
So
off.
from where you are, you can see 35, but that's a long shot for you.
And they've not made any sort of overt action, correct? They're just moving forward.
Well, they've come forward out of the darkness, and their hands are outstretched.
I'm going to hold my shot.
Okay. Can just delay that, Chris.
If I can remember how to delay this.
It's at the top of the actions tab.
Thank you.
Gummo, 33 steps forward, reaching at you. Yeah, indeed, yes. And the smell of death and decay once this thing sort of steps next to you, it's not overpowering, but it's pretty it's
Still
hard
there
for you
after
to believe
1,000
that
years.
something like this still smells like freshly dead, I guess you could say.
But it sounds better than San Francisco.
So not like a typical skeleton that I would expect.
No. And actually, it you block it with your shield, and a couple of the bones of its hand break off. Moss, this one comes directly to you and tries to grab you, either your shoulders or maybe your neck. And it hits you. the other warlord Moss, and tries to do the same thing. Oh, and it also grasps you. Your armor's blocking some of it. Okay. Gummo.
I'll take a swing at whatever this is in front of me.
Okay.
Do you want me to add the +2 manually?
For what?
For it being undead?
Where's that coming from?
Cleric of Moradin, it says +2 hit, +2 damage to undead.
Oh, that'll automatically be added.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've got an effect on you.
Oh, that's better.
Well, that's a hit.
That sucked.
Okay.
Oh, I can't hear you boys. Wonder what's going on here.
This one comes forward. You block it with your shield. Let's see here. Okay.
John, just for future
Yes.
if for future reference, where would I click to look at your previous handouts that you've shown us?
You images.
Under menus, records, images. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and then there's a button there where you can, or maybe it's not on the player side. Anything that's shared should show up there. I would look under uncategorized maybe, because you'll have a bunch of stuff from any book that you have open.
Oh yeah, 13 pages of stuff.
Yeah. So, Gummo, all three of them sort of congregate on you. It's like they're not paying any attention to Banathor or anyone else who's in here. They're just going straight for you.
Yay!
It's a mess. Solomon. So one thing, guys, that I learned the hard way is you can't go through line of sight blockers. So instead of going like that, you kind of have to go like that. I mean, it works out to the same thing. It's just the line of sight will stop you from moving.
Okay.
So yes, Solomon, you come in and you can still react if you want. You've moved less than half of your distance.
There we go.
Do I have enough space that I can still attack one of these creatures?
Well, if you move any farther, you'll have moved more than half, and you won't be able to. But
Okay,
so
I'll delay until one of those approaches me.
Okay, sure,
I can find my character sheet. Hold on.
no problem. It's at the top.
I know I can click on my
delay button.
I keep forgetting.
Yes.
All right, I can hear you boys now. I'm going to attack good old Skeleton and Rags number 30 because someone might be able to sneak up on number 35.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm going to try to shaft him with the old spear here. Whoa.
That's a mess.
Well, I'm not going to try to give them an attack of opportunity. So I'm just going to stand where I am.
Okay. Island Eye. Second arrow.
All right. Hope we have better luck this time.
That looked like a damage roll.
Your arrow misses.
Oops.
Jeremiah, you want to move in, Chris?
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and move in.
Absolutely. So you can move a full 60 and still fire your arrows.
Well, that would take me a little too close. Move right to that.
Sure. And Chris, you're basically at the end of the round, so you can fire both arrows.
Okay. Okay, missed that one. Okay.
All right. Solomon, are you going to move anymore, or are you just going to stay there for the round? So you can move more, you just won't be able to attack this round.
I was going to hold my action until one of them approached me. If they will do it this round. If they've already gone, then I'll just move forward.
Okay, sure. Wherever you want to go.
Okay.
Like that. Okay, round 2 initiative, everyone. Same as before in the tower with whatever it is you're going to be doing.
Oh, so we don't even know what our initiative roll is. That's nice. Okay.
Show up the
All right.
combat tracker, but I'm probably wrong.
It's got to be everyone. I'll be back in 1 minute, gentlemen. Apologies again.
Good time for me to let my dog out then. Come on.
All right. So the first one, number 4, again, pays no attention whatsoever to Salmon. It keeps trying to grab Gummo. And misses. 35, grasps again at Moss.
Oh, great.
And misses.
Woo.
30. Oh, that's a hit. Moss, your leather armor absorbs that hit. You don't take any damage.
Great.
Let's see here.
Hey, John, are these still slow and lumbering, or are they pretty fluid moving?
They're pretty fluid.
No claymation for these guys.
Island Eye. Ian, you're going to want to move at least 5 or 10 feet kind of to the north or the northwest to get a clear shot on 35.
I'm casting magic missile. Do I still need to move?
Nope, not at all.
Number 2. Oh, whatever.
All right. Well, I flick my magic boogers.
Pew, pew.
Actually heard that. I didn't think I'd run that program.
She gets 2 missiles, right?
Well, you get 3. You get 3 because Magic Missile is a signature spell for you, so you act as 1 level higher.
Great.
So you get 3. And
One more. Oh, well, that'll work.
And then the third will go to.
doesn't matter, it was down anyways. So it kind of blows apart.
Wasn't that just 2 missiles? I get a third.
Oh,
Well,
that's-
you had 4 actually. You rolled 4.
you took it out on the third roll. It was at 0.
I think I double clicked. That's what was going on.
Okay, Moss. So this one next to you is kind of blown into pieces by the magic.
Well, maybe we got him demoralized. Anyway, I'm going to try to stick him in the face with Doodle's spear. Oh, man. It's going to be one of those days, is it? Well, I'll just stand my ground.
Gummo, this one's going after you too. Oh, and this one does manage to claw you. Salma, the one that you've come up right next to, 33, pays you no attention.
Okay.
All 3 of them are focusing on Gummo.
Can I treat that as a back attack?
Well, you're not behind it. You could get +2 from behind, but it knows you're there. So
Okay. It knows that I'm there, but it's not paying any attention to me.
correct.
Okay, good.
Okay. You can aim them at targets. Yep.
If you died on the first reroll, hooray. Jeez, I couldn't even beat up a skeleton. Should have stayed in druid school.
Yes. Yes, Bannathor, out of the corner of your eye, you see two of these skeletal beings enter through the one of the entrances from the front somewhere.
That southern door that we didn't check, probably.
Yeah, it misses. Jeremiah.
Seeing as the guys, Moss is he's got this. I'm gonna turn around and fire at Skeleton and Rags number 2.
Okay.
I got hit points to spare.
Man.
Oh, man.
Okay.
And delay for the second arrow.
Somewhere in Greyhawk City, a child cries out as he's pierced by an arrow.
Salmon.
I'll
Okay,
attack
so
the,
like that?
yeah.
Sure.
Better than that one.
Gummo. Oh, no.
Damn it.
Give us a dex check, please.
Oh,
Okay, so just make a damage roll, but don't target anything.
ouch.
It connects with Salmon.
Ow.
And that's it for this round. Oh, sorry, Jeremiah, you got a second arrow.
Yep.
Oh, very
Oh,
nice.
that's
Yeah, not let me. Oh, well, that's just part of it.
okay. So round 3 initiative, everyone.
I feel at this point I should just wrestle the skeleton, but we'll see.
And just Island Day. Whatever. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's okay, don't worry about it. Bannathor.
He was pretty good.
Okay. Okay. Bannathor withdraws. Woo! Right.
You might catch my bad rolling disease.
And Moss, your armor again absorbs the hit. You take no damage.
Haha, you can't touch me, undead. I'm invincible. Yeah, I know. Tempted the old gods here.
Banithar, this skeleton, as you retreat from it, its gaze seems to follow you, and then after you stop moving, it turns its head and goes, makes a beeline for Gummo. Oh. That's bad.
Bad for the skeleton or bad for Gummo? I guess we're gonna find out. Right in the baby maker. Ooh.
It rips at you. Gets you in
Right in the stuff.
significant pain. And this other one, likewise, attacking Gummo. Oh. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There we go.
Saving throw.
Kind of poison the dirty old skeleton has.
Number 2. Straight for Jeremiah. Claws at you and misses. Gummo. That's a miss. Can you delay? You get your second. Do you get 2 attacks?
No, not to my knowledge.
No. Cleric, that's right.
Correct.
Yeah. Moss.
Okay. Let's try this one more time.
Hey.
Next time I'm just gonna stab myself in the
Island Day. Yeah, fire an arrow point blank at this thing.
I believe so. Is there any bonus or penalty for that?
No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
That's a hit.
Ooh, significant.
Oh, you blow it into pieces. Your arrow shatters it.
I'll take that.
Salmon.
Okay, I have 2 attacks this round. Can I attack the one directly to the south?
Yes.
Okay.
You get, yeah, your first attack comes now, and then your second one will come at the end of the round.
Okay. Oh boy.
That's it.
Do I have to roll damage separately?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay.
You dropped it.
Okay.
I guess you're gonna. You know what? You might as well roll your second attack because you're so close to the end of the round. Ah, another hit.
Oops, wrong dice.
Ah, you dropped that one too. Did you want to move at all?
Yes.
Absolutely. Jeremiah.
I'm gonna pull my spear out and switch to the spear, and then I guess
Sure.
I'll just move forward.
Okay.
Turn and protect the mage.
Okay. Sure. Nothing wrong.
Protect the mage or protect the
Protect the druid. Jeez.
Island Eye.
Can she move at all and then fire?
You can. You're going to want to move at least to about there.
Yep.
That'll minimize your chances of hitting somebody other than the skeleton. Right. Let's see here. Hang on. 1 second. Yes, your arrow goes at the skeleton. That's a miss. Initiative, everyone.
I'm sorry, I don't have a spear, so it's long sword.
Okay, sure. Yeah, no problem. All right. Let's see here. It's everyone. Danathor. Okay. Right underneath the tip of the spear. Oh, sure, absolutely. Yes, yes, you can definitely see like another sort of room like behind there that some of them came from. Solomon,
I will attack that skeleton in rags number 30.
you can slide in behind it and get +2.
Very well.
So to do that, you just click the +2 icon right underneath the chat, and it'll add it to your attack.
Okay.
And yes, your scimitar is glowing a faint blue.
Is it doing anything?
You haven't rolled an attack yet, as far as I've seen.
Thought I did. Let me try again.
There we go. Oh, yes, and bring it down. So all is quiet.
Question, John.
Yes.
When the peasants gave us that amulet, was it specifically to me or was it to the group in general?
Group in general.
I'm going to hang that amulet around the magic user's neck.
Okay, sure. If you want to give it to Banathor, you can. Just drag it from your inventory into on the party sheet.
Mhm.
There's an inventory tab. You just drag it into the upper right hand box, and then Banathor can take it from there.
Where's the party sheet at? I see it. Never mind.
Duels. Upper right
I
hand
have a
corner.
feeling that these skeletons were not attacking me for some reason. And
They seemed largely to focus on Gummo and Moss. Correct.
Well, I am a handsome devil, so who knows what.
Moss, what race are you?
Half elf. But I'm a druid, so I usually have high charisma. My comeliness is 14, apparently, so who knows if that'll come in handy eventually.
who's the magic user? Vanador? Okay, you can get there you go.
John, I'm going to examine all the spots where they touched where they made contact, essentially.
Uh-huh. Okay. So
Maybe some poison saving throws.
Gummo, give me a healing check in the tower, please.
Did we all get hit?
Well, Gummo and Moss did.
I did.
I'll toss a healing too.
It doesn't count.
Just a glance. Half damage.
I thought you weren't supposed to do that. Firing
so-
into melee.
Gummo, you think the wounds are largely okay, except for that one real bad one that you kind of is sort of starting to look kind of red and swollen, and it sort of feels warm. And I mean, you can kind of know, you can understand it. The claws of the skeletons were sort of all dirt encrusted, and who knows what else. And Moss, you're kind of feeling like quite lucky that your armor stopped 2 blows completely, but a couple of those other ones have you feeling not entirely well.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm gonna. I don't know if we're still in combat, but
No, you're not.
I'm gonna cast slow poison on Gummo.
Okay.
I'll give him the effect.
And I'm going to examine the other people that they made contact with as well, John.
Sure. So it's just you and Moss, actually.
Now this is a dried old tomb. I don't really see any herbs, so I don't think I can do any kind of herbalism. But I'll try to use a healing kit to try to patch myself up and see if there's an opportunity to stop whatever infection this might be or whatever.
Oh, yeah. So James, give me a give me a healing roll in the tower. Okay. You know what? Give me another save versus poison.
All right. Turns out I have syphilis now. Those were some dirty, dirty skeletons.
Okay.
Skeleton whores.
Yeah. So you're not really sure. You don't think you've helped clean the wound very much with your activities. Banathor and Island Eye. Beyond this opening here, you can see it opens up into roughly a, I don't know, 20 by 20-ish room.
How bad is
Two wooden doors at the far side.
how bad is your poison? Are you reeling, about to pass out, or
So you both just the wounds feel kind of warm and tender to the touch.
yes, they were weapon wounds. They weren't like blunt.
Claws.
Okay.
Claws.
Well, I do have a Sweetwater potion that can neutralize poison on one of you. Unless you want to save it till later.
Well, Gummo won't be poisoned anytime soon. He has about, I think, 8 hours before
8 hours.
It starts impacting him. So his injuries were a little worse. Give it to him if you're going to give it to anyone.
Okay. Do that, John.
Okay. See who's that? Salmon?
Salmon, the Sweetwater potion.
Absolutely. So let me just read that.
Unless it's mummy rot, then we're in trouble.
It will neutralize.
I don't think I have a cure disease at this level, unfortunately.
Salmon, give me either an intelligence check or a wisdom check.
Okay. Whichever one's higher, hopefully.
So, you there's a thought in the back of your mind that you consider that this potion of Sweetwater may be significantly more valuable than using it in the manner of what you're thinking.
Okay, this potion is too valuable for the likes of you. Sorry.
Hey, John, I'm still learning. How do I cast the Cure Light Wound spell?
So for Gummo, that's on your Actions tab. And then you go to the Powers sub-tab. Right? And then you kind of, well, I change that to Actions. You scroll down, Cure Light Wounds. You can see there's a cast button there. It looks like a little D20. You just click that, and that marks one off, and then you drag the plus symbol and drop it on the person who you're trying to heal. There you go.
I might be able to get by with a first aid if one of you guys is a healer.
Yeah, Moss,
Maybe another round or two.
do first aid with your healing kit.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Do I do that through the inventory or where is that? Oh, actions. Okay.
It should be in your Actions tab. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll try to fix something up here. Well, better than nothing.
Okay. So yes, you guys can move around as you wish.
And I would like to search the statue, see if there's anything hidden, any hidden compartments, mechanisms.
At ground level?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
They want to include looking for traps. So you find remove traps and
Give me a roll.
um,
I think at this point, if anyone has a large light source, go around the entire room to see if there's any other exits.
Island Eye, you don't find any little compartments or anything like that.
Yeah, and I'm going to use my stonemasonry on the statue.
Okay, sure. Let's see here. I think I would think probably. Perhaps not.
I'm curious what's over here now.
So, Island, you see a similar room to this side of the statue. Again, two doors on the far wall. Yes, that's the remnant of the staircase that seemed to lead up 25 feet above floor level. Of course, it's collapsed, which has led to the big pile of rubble.
Yeah, if we have a really nimble thief, we might be able to climb up there. Or levitate up there. I don't know. Absolutely. Before we start opening other doors on the west side here. That door might be open at this point. I don't know. Oh, it seems like it might be.
So, Salmon and Jeremiah, you guys are standing kind of in the dark at this point.
Yeah, I figure.
Sorry, I'm my computer just crashed. I'm trying to get back in.
No worries, Chris.
I have infravision, but I'm gonna keep an eye on those doors on the west side.
Okay.
Since I already examined that for pressure place, John, I'm going to go ahead and step up on that where that fourth spot would be.
No. Okay. Sure. Give me a dexterity check, please. Yeah, so it wobbles a little bit as you stand up there, and you kind of you fall off, but not in the way that means you're lying on the ground or anything like that. And Banathor, you see, in fact, that that door to the south is open. Sure.
Did I just lose my balance, John, or did this pillar move?
It moved.
Then I will see if I can move it further.
Okay. Hang on a second, everyone. I need my apologies. Let's see here. So the map will have disappeared for you. That's okay.
I braved Costco this afternoon. Place was packed.
On a Friday, ouch. Pretty well every day is bad, depending on when you go, James.
Tell me
I
about
think. Which one did you go to?
it. Oh, the one out by your place.
Oh yeah.
But I got a little bit of Christmas shopping done, so there's something.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I think my wife and her sister were there today too.
Oh, okay.
Of course, shopping is a recreational sport for her, so doesn't worry too much about.
I would have more fun, but my freezer's completely full of meat at this point, so I can just make meat meals every day for the next month that I'd spend.
Oh, yes. Okay. There we go. That's better. Vanathor, you see a short hallway, and then it opens into a room. Sure, it has a stale smell. To your left in the alcove, you see a wooden bench and an old foot locker. To your right, you see a closed door.
I'll bet you find a dead old foot in the foot. Or not.
Vanathor, I think. Oh, no, your light is still working. Let's see here.
I think we should check out the doors, the northern doors on the west wall.
Gummo, you sort of look that little platform over, and you don't think there's anything out of the ordinary about it. Probably just the floor underneath one of the corners is a little uneven.
Okay, thank you.
Since I'm so close to the statue, I can see some light glowing in the hand there. What direction does that spear point at? Does it point to one of the columns, or?
It doesn't seem to, James. It's kind of just sort of held at the ready by the statue.
How high up off the ground is that hand? Is it something you can reach?
The hand itself is about say 17 feet up, and the tip of the spear is about 25.
I wonder if I can try to climb up there, or see what's glowing up there. You don't have any kind of climbing skill?
I do.
I'm gonna try to
Hey,
climb up there.
what are the? I can do that. What are the light sources that everyone's using right now? Okay.
And Gummo also has a continual light spell on something that he's carrying.
Okay, because I have a strange compulsion to run some flame over my scimitar before the next battle.
Okay.
I have to purify my sword in fire after using it in a fight.
Oh man, somebody's got a scratchy mic.
Yeah, I thought that was the spell. I thought that was the spell effect earlier. But
Now, I don't know what happened to the spell effects tonight. It's like it's all gone. I don't have those. I'm willing to bet something went wrong with that last update. So, is someone climbing up the statue?
yes, I will.
Sure. So, whoever's
I may be the only one who can.
so Salmon and Island Eye can both climb reasonably well.
Yeah, she'll go up to you.
Nice.
So Salmon. Yeah. So you both sort of climb up the statue, and the hand is about 15 feet, 15 or 16 feet off the floor, and you're both up there. The stone is on the smooth side, but yet there's still enough detail in, say, the folds of the robe and the like, to give you decent handholds. So the climb itself is not very difficult for either of you. And you see in the hand, again, it's the palm is upturned, and in the palm are five stone spheres stacked up like four and then one in the middle. And that little candle-like point of light seems to be emanating from underneath the top sphere and in between the four that are making up the base.
I'll relay this down to the rest of the group.
So that's in the statue's hand. There's
Yes.
how many? You said spheres.
Yes, five spheres stacked up, just like it shows you in the map there.
Well-
I'll check that for traps. The
Okay.
hand area.
Give me a roll in the tower, please.
And I will call up to them, John, and just ask, who's up there again?
Island
Oh.
Eye and
Salmon and Island Eye.
Well, I call up to the two of you and just ask if those spears look like they're movable.
You don't find any. You don't see any indication of traps. You do kind of. You can, as you're looking this over, the spheres all appear to be part of the same stone as the statue. So it's not like you can like pick one up and move it. But it does look like there's something wedged in between the structure there that's giving off a little bit of light.
Can I get a closer look at it without touching it and determine what it is?
Sure. Looking closer, it looks like a small round stone about the size of a golf ball, and it's glowing and giving off this light.
Comparable to these other guys' continual light spells?
It might be. It's definitely sort of minimized and sheltered by the 5 spheres surrounding it, so it might be comparable. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Big chunk of radium. Make sure you hold it close to you all day.
And somebody didn't memorize detect magic today.
I'm pretty sure it's magic.
I'll toss it down to someone on the floor and come on down.
Okay, so Island Eye, it's a
As your hand is disintegrated.
it's your hand doesn't really fit in easily. So this would probably be the equivalent of a pickpocket in terms of finesse.
You want me to try? I could. Well,
I'll give it a shot.
unless I can just weed it out with some picks or something. Unless that's
Yeah, you managed to get it out. It's not easy because it barely fits in the space between the 5 spheres. Like it barely fits to come out along with your fingers that grabbed it. But round stone, which now that you've got it out, sort of in the same manner as the other continual light spells. Anything else, or do you climb down?
take one more look in there using the emanation from the sphere into the crack.
Do you guys see the face of this statue from where you are?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I want to take a look at the face.
Maybe there's a slot or something for it to shove into.
So the face is kind of it has sort of the effect of the cowl of the robe sort of shrouding the face in what would be darkness. So you don't actually see too many features. There's sort of the vague hint of eyes and a nose, but it's nothing sort of definitive with a lot of detail. It's just kind of like enough there to sort of give the hint of what might be facial features, but nothing really detailed.
I'll look around for anything else that might be hidden up there, hidden compartments or something tucked away in a corner.
Okay. Give me a roll in the tower, please. Probably both of you who are up there. I mean, you're looking around. It'd be probably the same as find remove traps from both of you. So you've spent about 15 minutes looking around, and you don't find anything else.
Now, the space where that golf ball was, did it look like it was just laying in there, or was it securely perched like on a mount of some sort?
Well, it would have been difficult for it to get in there by accident.
Mhm.
So at some time in the past, somebody must have placed it there. And you think that putting it in there would have been a lot easier than getting it out, because there's enough room. You just got to sort of push it in there, and then it sort of falls in to it's sort of the nice sort of space between the four spheres at the bottom.
Is there anything in this room that would correspond with the number 5 if there's 5 spheres?
I'm thinking this was like a battery and it lit up the entire complex or something.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm still up there. Is there anything at the end of the spear? Can I tell from where I am?
Well, I mean, the spear is made out of stone, a slightly darker stone than the rest of the statue. But I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything at the tip other than just what it's representing.
What about any of the statues? Those 3 statues, John. Would it fit in anything on any of them?
Unlikely.
Well, and I will come back down.
Okay.
You want to try those doors to the west, or do you want to try climbing up in the air into that 25-foot high walkway where the stairs had led?
Well, for now, I'm just going to hold that golf ball in my left hand with my scimitar in my right hand and use it for a light source.
Okay. So who? Well, here, let me. I'll make this item right now. Here. Probably only weighs a fraction of a pound. Let's see here. Okay. Darn it. I'll have to do it after game. You can just take the small ball of light from the party sheet, and I'll update that with. So who's taking it?
Alvin.
Okay. So you can drag it from the party sheet into your inventory tab, and it'll come across.
I just dragged it to my character.
Yep. Let's see here. Right. So, Moss and Island Eye, you both see roughly 20 by 20 rooms, 2 doors in the far west wall. You see the occasional old wooden bench, like somebody would sit in if they're waiting. Island Eye, to your right in the corner, about 10 feet away from you, you see propped up, sitting with its back to into the corner, is the dried out husk of a humanoid in the corner.
Can I tell what kind of humanoid?
Yeah, you have to get closer.
He's gonna grab you.
Well, I think I'll wait before I go in further.
Okay.
Anybody want to go in there with me? I guess I'll go around to the other room.
All right.
Hey, John, I do have one question I saw on my character sheet. I see that I have plate mail. It says location BOH.
Bag of holding. Guntag has a bag of holding, which he's keeping because it's so hot out. A bunch of you that normally wear heavier armor brought lighter stuff like studded leather or leather or padded or brigandine to wear outside instead of trying to walk around in plate mail in 55-degree
Cook yourself.
weather. So it's in the bag of holding, and if you guys decide to switch over to it, you can.
Yeah, it's on the party sheet. I see the bag of holding.
Okay. Well, my thought is if we're going to be in here for a while, we're going to be encountering other creatures. We might want to consider that. I mean, assuming it's cooler in here at least, which I assume it is.
Yeah, a bit, absolutely. So do you go deeper or?
I don't know where Island is. She's in the north section. These two don't connect to, I don't think, the south and the north. So maybe you should go back and up and take a peek at that designated.
Oh, you've got those small narrow doorways at the far side of the room.
Oh, right. But the north and south rooms don't connect as far as I can tell.
No, they don't. They don't appear to.
We'll have to go around. Go through the south or go through the north. Take the coin. We'll climb up and go through the 25-foot entrance. Drop a rope for people to climb.
It's up to you what you guys want to do.
Anyone opposed to me cracking open that south door?
Nope.
Is that static fixed?
Yes.
Okay. probably rubbing against my shirt. It's built right into the cable for my headset. All right, I crack
Inside the
open.
door.
Yeah, I guess I should listen to the door. I'm not a thief, but you know.
Sure. Give me
I gotta
rolls in the tower then, please.
Which skill do you want?
For you, just roll a d20 in the tower.
Oh, well, I can do that much.
Okay. I don't hear anything. And Island Eye, you don't hear anything either. All is quiet.
Oh, the undead don't make any noise, but I'm going to open the door.
You don't find any traps.
Oh, I wasn't looking.
Tomas, you've opened the door.
No, I peek my head through and look around, I
You
guess.
see
So
a bit of a wide corridor.
I bet it connects to the one up north, so I'll just go through. Make room for other people, assuming they're going to come through here. Oh. Well, I found some undead, it seems. I guess I let the party know that there's some bodies in here. I guess I wave or make some kind of hand signal to Island Eye so she can let the rest of the party know that there's undead in here. Maybe they haven't heard me or seen me yet.
James, roll an initiative. Just a regular one without anything.
Yeah, sure.
They're moving, so we'll see if you manage to react before they get to you. Moss, you see two of these skeletons to the far north and one to the south. They begin as you enter. The heads sort of rise up and look in your direction, and they begin to take halting steps forward.
Well, I'm not going to soak a lot of damage. I'm going to run out the door again and try to see if they follow through the door. And I'll let people know to knock an arrow and get ready for some combat. I'm going to try to go through here and then get a little bit in. It sure looks that way.
Are you going to go farther, James?
Yeah, I had planned to, but I think that's probably good.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. One appears from the south and comes through. James, you would be reacting with your spear, I assume?
Yeah. Would you like me to make an attack?
No, I'll just add that to your initiative, and that's where you'll get to react. So it comes through, and it grasps at you. And misses.
Nice.
And through the open door, you guys can see a couple more. Moss.
All right. Well, I'm gonna attempt to stab him in the face. Not a called shot, though. Oh, come on, really? Oof. One of those
Okay,
days.
initiative, everyone. Whatever it is you're going to be doing.
Change the old dice color.
Indeed. Looks like everyone. Vanathor. You can see 3 of them.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah. He's probably got some partial cover though through the doorway. Probably by the looks of it, 50% cover. Absolutely. So 3 darts all at once. They're pretty fast.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you can. Sure.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to hit this guy again. Well, what do you know? Well, I don't think he's ready, but let's see what happens here. Oof.
You jab your spear through its arm and its side, and when you pull it out, the rib cage kind of just shatters, and the rest of it sort of falls to pieces. Did you want to move at all for Moss?
And wait, let them come to me. I'll stab the next one right away.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So the other one comes through the door.
Hey, what do you know?
Okay, and we'll get up toward the front.
Jeremiah.
I think this is the longest my armor's ever lasted.
Move right to there. I'm still not close enough to hit that skeleton, correct?
With what?
Longsword.
No, you need to get a little bit closer, but I mean, you can. Absolutely. There's room between Moss and Island Eye.
Probably regret this. Well, my fantasy ground's just locked.
No.
Just pick a number between 1 and 20.
Is it back yet, Chris? Okay, I'm gonna roll for him. He's
Better than me rolling for him.
I miss. Salmon.
keeping an eye for our ambush from the other direction.
Okay. Island Eye.
She'll move there and attack from behind.
And sort of kind of like that. There's no room to go farther. Yeah, you get +2 to hit.
Bummer.
That's a miss.
Can she move anymore?
Good.
She just noticed that other one behind her, so any chance she can go there?
I don't think you've got room. No. Okay, so it whirls around and claws you as you move back.
Okay.
And this one comes through the door and attacks Jeremiah.
Hey, John, as it's coming through, I'm going to try to taunt it in my best Gimli voice. Say, "Come get me, you bastard!"
I have a bone to pick with you.
Well, I know they already like it coming after me, so I mean, I figured it was worth a shot.
Come home. If you want to attack him, about the only place you can go is right there. There isn't room anywhere else. Oh, that's good. You shatter it.
Nice job.
And I assume I still have enough movement left to move up to the second one.
You do, yes, if you want to.
And I'll continue taunting it.
Initiative. Let's see here.
That would be a wrong type of roll. There we go.
And it switches its focus from Jeremiah to Gummo. Again, you're a favored target.
Dwarf just tastes better. I assume.
Island Eye, you can get a back attack, not a backstab, but you get +2 if you want from there. Miss. Bathor. Okay. Moss. James, normally you'd kind of be a little bit removed from it, but your spear gives you a little bit of a reach.
Well, I'll try to stick him. All right.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that should end him. Oh, maybe not.
And Jeremiah, let's see, he's going to attack with his longsword. And that's a miss. Gummo. Oh, that'll be a hit. Yes, so you've got a pile of bones in front of this door here, but all is quiet again.
They don't put up much of a fight.
They do not. Gummo, this hallway beyond the door has kind of a musty, stale, um, uh, vaguely decaying smell. Island Eye, are you going to open the other door?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through as well. I'm gonna get behind Gummo and maybe head up the north hallway. Just open those northern doors.
Right. So yes, so the hallway runs north-south. There's a couple of alcoves in it on the west side, and of course you see a number of these old wooden benches um, up against the walls.
So just to be clear, John, so far all these skeletal creatures look humanoid, not of any kind of smaller non-human race.
Correct. I don't know where you're trying to go.
Hallway ends, it seems. Nothing beyond here. No more doors.
So we have not opened those other two doors, then I take it.
They're open.
Yeah, you opened them. That just leads into the northern portion where Island originally was poking around. So I guess, I mean, this place, I don't know, doesn't seem like there's a whole lot going on. You want to try to look around for some kind of secret doors?
Solomon, at the south end, you see a set of stairs leading down into the darkness.
Set of stairs leading down into the darkness.
Oh, can I go first?
Make sure there's no other open passages leading to another ambush behind us before we go
Yeah.
to another level.
There don't seem to be any other entrances or exits other than the ones that you found.
What is that where Banathor is standing? Is that just an alcove?
Yes, and there's a pile of stone in the corner there. It looks like bits of the ceiling collapsed sometime in the past.
Oh, anyone feel like going down, or do you want to try looking at whatever's up 25 feet in the air before we descend? Well, the stairs that had collapsed led to a number of entrances 25 feet in the air, one on the south end and one on the north end. I guess on either side of that giant statue.
Well, before we advance, is how badly injured was it Illande that got hit?
Yes.
I was down 3.
Look at the combat tracker. Yeah, she has moderate damage.
Ooh.
I can give her a quick heal.
Doing a pretty solid hit.
All right, hold still. This might hurt.
Oh, thank you for pointing that out. I didn't even know about that.
Wow, what a terrible heal.
Never fails.
Yeah, tell me about it. I guess I could use a healing kit on her.
I have one as well. How does that work? I haven't used those before.
Probably just adds a bonus to your first aid roll.
Yeah, you're basically making a first aid roll or a healing roll. I might have it on your actions tab. Then again, I might not.
Mine's under powers, but that works.
Yeah, I didn't put it on Gummo's sheet, so I'll have to do that. Basically, just give me a healing roll in the tower. Yeah, you're both good.
All right, let's see how this works out. Oh, there you go.
What do we roll for that, for the healing?
It's a D3. Oh, so Island you get another 1 point back. Okay, Salmon. Looking at the steps, they appear to be cut out of the same stone that the rest of the place is. They are broad, like they're deep. They do not appear to all be the same depth, though. They seem to be a little uneven, you can tell.
Evenly across the entire breadth, or like something had been walking in the same spot for long periods of time and worn it down.
Well, a bit of both, actually. Like they do appear to be worn, but they also like most of them are, say, about 12 inches deep.
Okay, I did
Some
look for
appear to be a
traps.
little bit smaller. Some appear to be a little bit wider.
I did roll for traps on your
Yep.
tower. I assume we're going to go down.
All right. So this is actually where we will stop for tonight.
Yeah, going by pretty quick.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. I know for a fact something doesn't seem right here. I think the last update did something, and it I don't know, because there should have been more sounds, and there's a number of things that I've kind of noticed on my side that don't seem entirely the way they were supposed to. But
I've every day that I have logged on to Fantasy Grounds, it's showing that there's a new update.
Yep.
Yeah, this recent update just killed my game.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something not quite right, shall we say. about things. So, anyways, I will post another game event probably for 2 weeks.
All right, sounds great.
All right.
Thanks, everyone, and those of you who are in tomorrow night's game, we'll see you tomorrow night.
All right.
Thanks, John.
Thanks all.
Yeah. Good night, everyone. Thank you. Absolutely, yes. It's nice to have new people joining in. Thanks, everyone. Oh, God. I wonder if people have been complaining, hey, where'd all my sound stuff go?
Hey, John, on my